Boa noite, torcida tricolor. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Fluminense in English. My name is Zon, so tricolor, hizo Gringo. And what better way to start off this video by saying we killed Flamengo. We absolutely massacred Flamengo. Gonzo with an absolute amazing second half. Arias once again playing. Joga muito, ele joga muito, né? Lima, I've always criticized him. But it's the time we stop. And Martinelli had a tremendous second half as well. Let's get more into the video. What an absolutely monster victory it was last night in the Maracanã, with I believe 45,000 Flamengo fans and only 10,000 Fluminense fans. Near the end of the game, and really in most of the second half, all you could hear were Fluminense fans chanting. All the Flamengo fans were quiet. All the Flamengo fans were quiet. And now let's talk a bit about Paulo Henrique Ganso. When Marquinhos fell down in the area, I got excited. Right? It's a penalty. Everybody gets excited after a penalty. And obviously Arias wasn't able to take it because he was on the bench. As you know, Mano Menezes wanted to keep him out of the game for the first half due to the wear and tear, as Arias literally said he returned to Brazil at 3 or 4 in the morning and had no sleep whatsoever. Now, Ganso took the penalty. Before Ganso took the penalty, I was happy, Paulo Henrique Ganso, I trust in the man, but unfortunately he missed. Now I got mad. It's clear. It's clear that we're gonna get mad, right? It's obvious. And I went on Twitter, and all I see is people cursing Paulo Henrique Ganso. Now in the second half, Paulo Henrique Ganso had an absolutely what's the word? Absolute monster of a second half. He redeemed himself basically. I guess you could say, due to the fact that he had a really bad first half. I'm gonna agree at it. He had a really bad first half. He missed a penalty as well. But two pre-assists that were absolutely amazing, absolutely insane. This shows how good Ganso is, really. And according to a article on NetFlu, a journalist asked why Paulo Henrique Ganso isn't on the Brazilian squad. I mean, I've been saying this for quite a while. Since the start of this year, I said that Paulo Henrique Ganso deserves a spot in the Brazil national team. And a lot of other tricolores agree, and now even journalists are agreeing. So nobody has an answer as to why, Paulo Henrique Ganso isn't in the national team. There's guys like Danilo playing. There's guys like, I believe last window it was Lucas Moura, who just came the heck out of nowhere. Hasn't even played well since, I don't even know when, 2018 or so. And a lot of people think that, Ganso was just an old guy. His time was with Santos, his time was with Sao Paulo, etc. Nah, man, his time is now. I think he could make a lot more of an impact for the Brazil national team now as he could back then. And I don't think anybody else in Brazil is as good as him at the number 10 spot. He can literally do anything. When you ask him to play defense, he'll play defense. You want him to make crazy pass, he'll make that crazy pass. You want him to score, he'll make a goal. He can do anything you ask him, but I don't know why Dorival Jr. never calls him up. He should get the call up in November. Now, I've never criticized Ganso, never on social media, never on this channel have I ever criticized Ganso, and I never will. I just want to say I love you, Ganso. He's a big, really, really big idol for Fluminense and Brazilian football in general. Now, with yesterday's victory over Flamengo, Fluminense moves up to 15th place on the standings of the Brasileirão. We have 33 points in 29 games, and we are very close. It's really a close battle. You see, Atlético Paranaense, after yesterday's massacre by Corinthians, are now 17th place in the relegation zone with 31 points. Corinthians are now 16. Juventude are ahead of us, 14 with 34 points. Bragantino, 13, also with 34 points. Criciúma, 35 points. Grêmio, 35 points. Vasco da Gama, 37 points. It's a really close battle there for the relegation, and also to get a spot into the continental title. If I'm not mistaken, Fluminense hasn't played in a continental. Sorry, Fluminense has played in continental tournaments consistently. The last time they didn't play in either the Sudamericana or the Libertadores was 2019 or 2016, if I'm not mistaken. One of those years. And Fluminense needs to at least finish 12th and get that qualification spot in the Sudamericana. Now, in the case that Botafogo or Atlético Mineiro win the Libertadores, there will be 13 teams that will be competing in South American competitions, in which case it will make it a bit easier for Fluminense to play in the Sudamericana. But let's hope we get there on our own merits and not with help from elsewhere. Now, as you may know, a lot of fans on social media have been doing the Créu celebration that Thiago Neves first introduced to us back in 2010, I believe. Fans did that last night as well in the Sector Sul, and I've been doing it as well, all over social media, all the way, Créu, Créu, you know, making the fans mad, the Flamenguistas are mad, right? And yeah, I'm just happy Kamala Elias as well joined in the Créu celebration when he got subbed off. We can see many videos of that on social media. Now let's talk a bit more about Jean Arias. As you know, there was some tension whether he was going to stay, whether he wants to go to Europe. We all know he wants to go to Europe, but whether he was actually going to go or not was a big question this summer. And a lot of people, started criticizing him because he wanted to go to Europe. He didn't really want to stay at Fluminense per se, but he wanted to go to Europe. And who doesn't want to go to Europe? What kind of footballer doesn't want to go to Europe? And a lot of tricolores on social media, everywhere you go, they're criticizing Jean Arias. Oh, he's just playing good because the window, etc., etc. That's absolute BS. Jean Arias, as you can see, when he scored, celebration, telling him, he's with Fluminense. He's with Fluminense. I hope Mario Betancourt or whoever the heck else is in the Fluminense board, I hope they re-sign him up until he retires. Fluminense, Jean Arias, they need to get the settlement, and as well as Ganso as well. Jean Arias and Ganso are two people that need to retire at Fluminense, and I really hope that the board acts quickly in order to renew Jean Arias' contract and make him the highest paid player in Brazil so that Jean Arias doesn't want to go to Europe anymore. Now let's talk a little bit about this article published by GE, titled Flamengo helped Fluminense win. Okay, I'm going to read the whole article for you guys. It's also on your screen for you guys to read. I'm using a translator, as you can see up here. So it says, against Fluminense, Felipe Luis decided to challenge the same logic that made Tiche, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Tiche, I'm just going to, made the former manager unfeasible in Flamengo and climbed Leo Ortiz and Allen to open the midfield. Unrevivable. It is one or the other. Everton Araujo with Ortiz even gives, but the fluidity of the pass goes underground. Allen is not explained in front of the boy Everton Araujo. Flamengo was not lacking intensity, but is not enough upa upa. Not sure what the heck upa upa means. There's not enough. I don't know what upa upa means. Okay, but Sheldman flies off and nothing will change this premise. Felipe Luis is wrong. Fluminense lost the penalty, spent 2/3 of the first half defending themselves. The two teams were intense. In a classic touch of Ganso starting counter-attack, Lima made the goal 1-0 for the Fluminense squad. Ortiz and Allen were out of place trying to do what they know best, attack. And, now Fluminense made the second goal with Arias, yada yada yada. Now Nothing here explains as to why. Uh, Nothing here explains as to why. Um, you know, it says that Flamengo helped Fluminense win. Uh, in my opinion, no team helps the other team win, right? Flamengo even sent charter flights, private jets for their players to come back from their international teams back to Brazil so that they have less wear and tear and more ability to play in the game. Now, doing all that, and apparently, according to Flamenguistas, Felipe Luis is this great manager and all the players are amazing, yet they still lost. Arias and Bernal arrived last night, not last night, sorry, the night prior to the game, around 8 or 9 p.m. Brazil time, on a regular plane with civilians, and Arias arrived on a regular plane with civilians at 3 or 4 in the morning Brazil time. Both of them played well. Bernal more or less had a bad first half. He had a better second half. Arias had a tremendous second half. He came in the second half for Marquinhos, had a tremendous second half with a goal. Whereas the Flamengo players in the first 30, 40 minutes of the game, they're great. In the second half, they fell down. But it makes no sense to say that Flamengo helped Fluminense. That's senseless in my opinion. Now, just to close things off here, the CBF has defined the refereeing crew for Fluminense versus Atletico Paranaense. Now, coming from two consecutive victories in the Brasileiro, Fluminense has a direct confrontation in the fight against relegation and towards the Sudamericana. Next Tuesday, on October 22nd, Fluminense hosts Atletico Paranaense in the Maracanã, which is a game that was delayed from the 17th round. Now, Fluminense, the CBF chose Braulio da Silva Machado from Santa Catarina as the main referee for this game. He will be assisted by the other Catarinense Alex dos Santos and Thiago Americano Laves. Igor Junior Benevenuto de Oliveira from Minas Gerais will be the VAR person. And as you know, you may or may not know, Braulio, the main referee, he was that famous referee from, I think, was it 2022 or so, where the referee did that on a play, and she became a very controversial topic for Fluminense fans. Now, let's talk a bit about the retrospect and how games that he has refereed for Fluminense has won. As you know, games on 22nd, he has whistled 14 games for the tricolor, and during this period there were only 5 wins, 3 draws, and 6 losses, and the total percentage is 42.86. Now that's 2 consecutive referees that aren't in favor of Fluminense. The Rafael Close from Fla-Flu, which magically Fluminense won, and now this one, which Fluminense needs to win, basically. That's it for today's video to see Tricolor. If you made it up to this point, thank you very much. Please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, share this video with all your Tricolor friends. Let's keep growing. We are pushing our way towards 500 subscribers. And I just want to leave this video with this. Créu! Créu! Kill Flamengo!